So there's a shot of the backyard there. Back shed, Frangipani tree. I need 3 hands here. Looking down the fence line there. And I'll take you down there where I found the old original fence posts, where this this fence line here goes off on an angle. So we'll see where it originally was. And there's the overall view. I'll just give you a quick scope here. And this is the coastline over here. That's only about 3 kilometres away. Maybe 4, not far. And of course the backyard. So we'll go down into the backyard here. And this is just a preview leading into the pruning of the Frangipani tree that got the vine out of fairly easy without sacrificing too much of the tree at all, which is this one here. And already some flowers are coming into this tree here. I'll just give you another view here. I'll get in the shade. So you can see that's all clear now. And that'll regrow, but it'll have a 100% chance of doing the best that it can. There you go. So we'll lead into that vid now. Yeah, well, I did it again. I recorded 10 minutes there of getting all this out of this centre bit here, and didn't have the microphone on again. Never mind, because that was the easiest bit to get. But I'll just show you here that there's a bit of deadwood in this Frangipani here. So while I'm up there, I can get it, but it looks like I can get this vine out reasonably easy with the cutters here. With me glow-in-the-dark tool here. So we'll have another go. Now there's bloody cactus in this tree as well. So I'm just going to cut away, cut some lines. And I've got I have a rake there. See, that's dead. To just sort of rake it out. So if I fall off the ladder into the tree, I'm going to be the fox in the briar. What's that old story as kids we had? Please, mister, don't throw me in the briar bush. Well, I'm going to end up in that if I fall. Yeah, I could have come in a bit closer again, and just chop away a bit of the stuff, and maybe even just push it over as well. Yeah, because it will go over. And I can see where the big leads are coming up in here. I'm going to grab the rake already and see if I can just push some of that over, because it's essentially sitting on top of the branches. Yeah. I think that's the go, you know, is to this mop. I won't speak too soon and say how easy it might be. But this allows me to see which ones are hanging on. And what to trim. So that's a trim there. You know, I could just about go right through the middle there and then push that over. So I'll bring the ladder in a bit closer somehow, because this branch here is in the way, but we want to keep that. And now that looks dead to me. It's the only way to get rid of it. Yeah, sometimes you've got to do what you've got to do. I need to be on the inside of this, and then you can't go in and stand in these trees either. That's not possible. You know, I might be able to save more than I even thought I could. Yeah, see, that just broke away. That's that cactus. Ooh, something just scurried in the bush. I didn't like the sound of that. Right, where's me cutters? Yeah, in me pocket. Let's have a look at this. Yeah, that's rotten. That certainly is. If I can get this over, that'll be pretty much half the tree in one go. I'll go up one more. No, you can't do that, it's not safe, you know. I am overhearing this overused post-scandemic saying common sense before safety. Safety's always on other people's terms, and it's just thrown about too much. What does it mean? What is being safe now any different to what it was 6 years ago? You know, stay safe. God, stay home. Stay safe. Stay home. Don't do anything. You know, the people that are saying, I meet people walking around. As they walk away, they say to me, "Stay safe. Get stuffed." You know, these are the same people that are apologists. They're always apologising for what they haven't done, or what they're about to say. That's the classification I put them in. Plenty of YouTubers like that. I've seen a couple lately. One guy, immigration held him up on his passport, you know, because it had water damage. A passport that had been using very frequently. The rake stuck, you know, and they're all standing around like Nazis at immigration there, ready to jump on him and cuff him or something like that. Unbelievable. And but he's an apologist. He apologises for everything. He says because this channel's taken off and he doesn't want to offend anybody, you know, so he's owned. And you know, so I put them into the same category, these stay safers. Now I might have to go in for a hack there, because I'm getting there, but she's just a bit hooked up. Yeah, okay. Get some of this dead wood out of here. Yeah, that's the best thing to do here. Sacrifice a bit to save a bit. I think that's the best thing. Yeah, that's dead. Just want to get into one part there. And that'll all be gone. There you go. That's over half of it in one go there. And I'll cut around it so it can fall back through. Get up into here. Now there's no ants. Wayne's elephants come through the bush and got rid of all the ants for me. Frangipani there. It's leaking sap. So oh yeah, I can see where that's coming from. Now I think if I pull it over towards me and then cut it all, I can get it that way. Oh, I'm trying to cut the rake. I don't know what that's for. But yeah, I can go in here. I've got all the vine that's holding that up now, that I can just clip away at. Sort of reverse engineer it. Yeah. Now, that should pretty much, oh, yes, she's just hung up. She's just hung up on a good branch there. Oh, shit. Just up and over this one branch. Yeah. Like that, but I'm gonna, the rake's stuck now. So I'm leaning in a bit. Get that main one. Yeah, gotcha. Get these. And there's just one here. Got it. I'll let that rake go with it. Because I can get that out. Now I've got to watch where I'm standing here, because these bloody these cactuses. Oh, yeah, see, it's stabbing me there, the bugger. So there you go, there's a clear tree to carry on growing. I'm retrieving the rake here. So that was a bit easier than I thought, you know, which I'm happy about. And because it's actually hanging down now, I can see what needs cutting to let it go, which is just that. Sweet. Yeah, this sap is really sticky off the Frangipani. That's how you deal with that. Now, can I get it over the wall? It's heavy. I can, but the rake is the rake's caught up. We'll use the hoe for that. Anyway, that's pretty good. That's cleared that out nicely. I've just got that bit to do there, and I'll get that from this side now that I know what I'm doing. I don't know what's going on with this microphone. We're on now, so we'll have a crack at it. As I said, I got rid of two branches, and that just that let the whole thing down. So I might be able to pull it out like a schoolboy. And then that's done then. Because I've cut all the leads, or most of them, that are coming up from the ground. Although there's a few there. And so I'll have another cutting there, and it should let go nicely. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, I can feel the tension on some of them. That one there. Oh, what's shit? Christ, I thought something had wrapped around my wrist there, like a snake. Well, there you go. That's got that. There's a lot of dead wood in that. But it gets it out, and that tree was only going to deteriorate as it was. So, you know, something is better than nothing. And from what I was looking at in the first place, there's a bit more there than I thought I'd end up with, having to get that out. So that's good. I won't be here to see it proliferate over the next 2 or 3 seasons, but we know that it will, and that's the main thing. That's all I'm concerned about, is helping out here and making a difference. And you know, and when you're helping out nature as well, well, what more can you do? Yeah, that's how I see it. Because it gives back. It feeds me. The process feeds me. I'm not thinking about anything else. Dead, dead, dead. You know, and you'd think, well, what do you got to think about? But, you know, I'm living my life. So there's stresses on the road. You've got to have your act together to maintain a balance. You know, I've talked about that. And this is my way of doing that. This is the mental health that I talk about. The 3 forms of health. Financial, set and forget, put that in place. Physical, well, you know what I do for the physical health. I work away at that pretty good. And this is part of the third health I talk about, the mental health. And self-help as well. Self-help, you don't need others to tell you what to do. Listen to yourself. Your instinct will tell you what's wrong. And when you need to ask for help, ask, but ask the right people. So that's not bad there. And if you are asking, and you're hoping people will listen, and they don't, they end up just, well, this is what I've done and this is what I would do, and you end up listening to them. Walk away, and go on to the next person that you think you have some confidence to ask for some help. You're not asking for advice, you're asking for help. Now we'll get into there, and I don't know what that is, but it ain't there no more. So you can see that you know, there's a chance here for this tree. To live again. Once I get all that rubbish out, those vines and those cactuses out of the middle there. Now I notice in Thailand, if anyone knows or is watching, that these, I want to pick one up here, seem to, there's a lot of these on the property here, and the auntie's husband obviously planted them for some reason, and they appear to be in strategic positions. This one all around this Frangipani tree. Now, is it to do with warding off insects or something? These aloe vera type plants, I don't know. You know, because they grow long. You found out where I'm throwing stuff. So is there a reason? Because this one's been left to go and it's all up in the tree there. Well, that's bloody good. I'm happy with that. And there's no need for it for them to be in there now, I don't think. I don't know though, do I? They're like wood. That's me trying to chop it out there. I don't want to grab it because, like I say, here's a piece of wood here that these vines have literally grown through. That's a win. Straight down the guts of all that rubbish. Got it, yeah. Can't complain about that. Yeah. There's a big pot. There's a pot in the tree there. It's overgrown to hell now. And I'll just get the tart out here, the hoe. And that a lot of the stuff's growing in. So again, we'll just we'll release everything around it that might be holding it up. All the stuff in here is cutting pretty easy too. So, you know, it's not doing much, serving much purpose. It's probably a big bloody ant's nest. Or worse still, bees of some description. Cut anything away that's hanging on to it. Because vines have grown out of it. Something's going to jump up my nose in a minute. I just want to get that out. Then I can see what I'm doing. Yeah, it's all the roots that it's hanging on. Yeah. Yeah. Right, we've got some direction now. I'll leave it at that. I didn't even see this in here. Well, that's not a bad effort. Again, stuck in the, wedged in the wedged into the tree here. I don't want to cut too much there. There you go. There. Yeah. Can't help myself, it's good fun. Okay, I'll leave it there. Alright, you talked me into it. Whew. Ah. Sweet. Well, there's the tree. She's clear. That's what come out of it. Half good wood, half bad wood. That'll get away now. I don't know what the seasons are here. I think it's hot and hotter, isn't it? But that's not bad. I'll be happy with that. Oh. Now look, the production department's getting in on the action. You know, even though it's all bloody self-funded and everything like that, these ladders here, you know, with modern technology, they've got a mind of their own, haven't they? So, hey, like, subscribe, comment. Yeehaw.